We are about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. July 14th, July 11th, July 11th, July 11th. 2 weeks away from James Gunn's Superman. I have said it before. I'm going to say it again. James Gunn does not understand Superman. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the nuance that it's a fine line of having Superman be a vibrant character, but still be the stoic big blue Boy Scout. It's a fine line. And many people have not been able to do it. Last great effort, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm. The Dini Timm-verse. That's Superman. Perfect. That's a representation of Superman. But Adam, it's animated. I don't care. It is a great representation of Superman, which I will reference in this discussion right now. So we are 2 weeks away from James Gunn's Superman. And what have been our criticisms of Superman so far? Our criticisms have been he gets beat up all the time. And he sounds like an emo baby. An angry emo baby who has not had his ass wiped. And here he comes now in this clip. Warner Brothers, DCU have released this clip today. And is making the rounds. Because Warner Brothers are dicks and will likely claim this video if I leave it in, please excuse me cutting to after having watched the clip. All right, that's essentially it. All right, let's break this down without playing it again. Let's just go back to here. All right, so door gets busted in. This is according to James Gunn's Superman Year 3. Year 3. I could see this maybe in year 1, where maybe, just maybe, he is still not used to the superhero game. Maybe I could see year 1. But year 3. We've seen plenty of times when Superman wants to get Lex's attention. Classic shots. He will simply hover outside Lex's window. Luthor, we need to talk. Kicking in the door. This is child tantrum behavior. And before we go any further, I don't want to hear, oh, you never read Superman. He could be emotional. Superman loses his cool when he's been pushed to the limit or had his heart broken. Perfect example. Justice League Unlimited Season 1. The Black Dahlia episode where Mongol drops it on Clark and Diana and Bruce come in and have a fight with him while they try to get it off. And it puts Clark into a what-if world if Krypton had never been destroyed. And he has a family, he has a wife and a son, his parents still alive, his real parents, Jor-El, all that kind of stuff. And he gets a glimpse of what life would have been like if Krypton had not exploded. And at the end of it, when Bruce manages to rip the Dahlia off and he takes the hit so that Superman can now be free and beat the shit out of Mongol, who's been beating the shit out of Wonder Woman the entire time. She's putting up a good fight, but Mongol is stronger than Wonder Woman. And in that moment, when that is a serious Clark, a serious Superman there, as he beats the shit out of Mongol to the point where his teeth are broke. This is how much he unleashed on him. His teeth are broken. He's got bruised face, and he pulls him close, says, "Do you have any idea what you just did to me?" That's emotive Superman. That's an angry, near the limit Superman, but he's not yelling, screaming. He is just, "Do you have any idea what you just did to me?" And then after Diana rips the Dahlia off of Batman, they fling it onto Mongol, and he has to live with the Dahlia attached to him. But that's how you emote Superman. That's how you emote Superman. a cold rage. A cold rage. Another good one is the time Superman gets flung into the future where the Earth has been changed by Vandal Savage, and he has to go through this apocalyptic thing with Vandal Savage depowered. That's got some great Superman moments. Watching the season finale of the Adventure Superman, when after he's freed from Darkseid and Darkseid kills the detective as vengeance, Superman could do nothing, couldn't stop it because the Omega Beam gets him. That's how you do Superman. Or of course, that my favorite line at the end, which is perfect representation of how James Gunn doesn't get it. One line: I live in a world of cardboard, afraid I'm going to damage it. James Gunn doesn't understand that it's always a thing. And yes, I understand this is after the attack on Fortress of Solitude, but this is still not behavior that that we would get from Superman. This is a child throwing a tantrum. It's a child throwing a tantrum. And also, here second part of this. This is the bad storytelling. They're making this about the goddamn dog. They're making this about the goddamn dog. They're using that as leverage to make every dog lover in the world feel sympathy for Superman and angry at Lex. I think that is cheap, limited storytelling from James Gunn. Now let's talk about the dialogue we hear here. I'm gonna use that. There's my thumbnail right there. There's the thumbnail. There's the thumbnail. The dialogue is terrible. And combine this with the voiceover from the last trailer we got, Nicholas Hoult. I don't feel a single ounce of gravitas from his Lex Luthor. I see a smarmy dick, not the man who knows everything, not the man who has a finger in every pie around the world. All here is, I got your dog. There's nothing engaging about this. There's nothing enthusiastic driving. All we see is also Korn's wallet. His acting is abominable here. We've seen enough in these trailers. I think he's going to be terrible in this. He doesn't look good. He doesn't sound good. If that's his range, if this is his range, the entire movie, oof, we got problems, kiddo. We got problems. We also have confirmation. Yes, that's Eve Tessmacher. Now, funny thing is, he says Heather for the secretary. Where's Mercy? Where's Mercy? I'm looking for Mercy. This movie's a disaster. There is, I think it's not worse than Baby Steps, but it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And we want Superman. Superman loses his cool, as I said, in an extreme moment when he's lost everything or when he's pushed to his limits. This is not a man pushed to his limits. This is simply a man who's angry that you took his dog. And I bring it back to that. Why is the dog such an important part of this stupid movie already? Because it's James Gunn and you need quirky. It's James Gunn and you need out there humor. James Gunn doesn't understand Superman. Do we need any more evidence? I guess we need the actual movie. But do we need any more evidence? I have the question. Who is excited about this clip? What about this clip would excite anybody? That's a question I have. What about this clip would excite anybody to want to go see this movie? That's an honest question I have. What about this clip makes you go, man, that's my Superman? That's my Superman. Man, that's a Lex Luthor that I see as a super villain. What about that? This clip says that about any of these things. I mean, well, obviously, this is all being done. If we play into the leaks and the rumors that Lex is doing a social media campaign to tarnish Superman's image, this, of course, plays into it with Eve Tessmacher recording it right there to be posted online. But here's the problem. This makes Superman behaving like this makes him look stupid. It makes him look dumb. And Superman Clark Kent Kal-El is not stupid. He's not dumb. He's intelligent. I mean, he's not super genius intelligent like Bruce Wayne. He doesn't have the mind of a detective. He doesn't have a strategy, everything, but he's not stupid. I want you to bet when I put up my edited version of this discussion. You're just doing it for rage clicks. I don't have the capability today for rage. I'm too tired. I don't have the energy to be that angry. You show me, was I angry this entire segment? No. I'm calm. I'm rational. I'm making good comparisons. This movie is going to be, pun intended, dog shit. It's going to be crypto dog shit. Superpowered shit that's could be used as a weapon. So heavy, so powerful. When that dog takes this shit, it could kill you. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.